I'm excited to bring our keynote speaker to stage. She is someone who lived on our campus about 15 years ago, and in that time since, she has worked hard to chart an incredibly impressive journey for herself, her peers, and her family. I know you are going to be moved and inspired by her story. Please help me welcome to stage Hope Yates.
Hello. My name is Hope, and my journey with Maryhurst has been one of the most rewarding things in my life. I'm a 32-year-old mother of 3 boys and a first-generational college student. I am studying radiology and will graduate May 2026. 1 year left to go. Some of my earliest memories I have are me throwing everything I own into garbage bags while I bounced from foster care home to foster care home. My placements never lasted long, so I developed a method. As soon as I saw my caseworker standing there with her arms stretched out, dangling that single scented garbage bag, I would smile. The race was on. I made it a game the way I'd collect my things. I would trick myself into being excited to play the trash bag fastness game. I was hoping my social worker would say, "Whoa, you're the quickest kid to ever pack up," but I never got that lucky. I would yank it from her hands and run to gather my things. It never took me long because I'd never make myself at home, always keeping the few items belonging to me close. I placed my trash bag out just right so it would easily consume my belongings when I tossed them into it. 2 armfuls of clothes, 1 small jean purse, and a notebook full of the art I would draw in secrecy. And that was that. I would pull the strings to tie it up and hide that awful mint smell coming from the plastic. The last time I ever unpacked my trash bag of possessions was the day I stepped onto Maryhurst's campus. I was dragging my minty trash bag behind me when I walked up to the intake area. But even before I went to my dorm, the team stopped me and gently said I wouldn't need that trash bag anymore. They went to a different room and came back with a small burgundy suitcase on wheels. I was hesitant. I did not know why anyone would give me something so beautiful for no reason at all. They reassured me that I would not have much need for it here because I'd be unpacking everything I have into my own room. But when the time came for me to leave Maryhurst, I could use this suitcase because it belonged to me now. After some encouragement and grace, I finally accepted the suitcase. I repacked all my belongings from my trash bag into my beautiful suitcase. When I was done, I watched them as they threw the trash bag in the trash. I remember grinning at the irony of life. In my mind, I could picture myself no longer belonging in a landfill or a dumpster, no longer trapped within the limitations of what that minty trash bag represented to my life. No, instead, I imagined myself brand new, just like a luxury suitcase wheeling through the terminals of a lively, busy airport. I rolled my suitcase to my dorm and then into my very own room. Little did I know those 4 walls would be where I developed the foundation of who I am here standing before you. Reels of my first day at Maryhurst flood my mind. I remember early on, I finally gave in and allowed 2 staff members to tame the wildlife that my hair had become. They had spent 3 hours combing out the mats and knots from my hair, successfully saving it from the neglect in my time in foster care. During my time at Maryhurst, I learned how to form healthy relationships with staff and peers. I was taught healthy coping mechanisms, developed dreams and goals for my future. I even discovered I have a passion for reading and grew very familiar with every aspect of the Maryhurst library. So I'm going to tell you guys a confession. I still have the first book I ever checked out and never returned it. I've dragged it with me into my adulthood, every temporary place I traveled through, my first apartment, my first house, every stage of life, adolescence, young adulthood, motherhood, college. It's traveled with me. That now very seasoned, very overdue library book has seen every aspect of my journey. I brought it here with me today. I think I'm finally able to return it. But first, I'm going to read you one of my favorite lines. "Only one understands the thing that one tames," from The Little Prince. And that sums up my time at Maryhurst. It set the tone for my future after I left. One of my biggest accomplishments since that day is motherhood. I have 3 beautiful sons. I base my entire existence around them. Evan is 11, and he loves to perform theater. He says one day I'll watch him on Broadway, and I know I will. Benjamin is 5, and he goes for Benny by short. He loves to draw. I have loose paper scattered throughout my apartment, stamped in his art. Nathan James is 1, very stubborn and silly. Oh, how it fills my heart by watching him discover the simple joys of life. Those 3 little boys are my heart outside my body. Long days, but short years. In 2024, I was accepted into a very competitive radiology program and started this past fall. Yesterday, I wrapped up my finals for the semester. I passed. Thanks. My professor, April Thomas, came with me today, and I'm extremely blessed to be surrounded by people who push me forward to success. And this time next year, I'll be starting my new career. But I'm also learning how to walk with grief. Last May, my mom, Jamie MacDonald, was violently murdered. She was never able to escape the generational curses of addiction, and ultimately, it claimed her life. The absence of her stings deep in my chest. But I know I carry her with me. She taught me so much about empathy and kindness. Her gentle love for animals and people still lingers in my mind, gifting me with the eyes of empathy. This skill has really been an asset to me working in healthcare. The truth is I face many challenges as I break the statistics I was born into. But I do know one thing with certainty. When my children see a trash bag, the only thing that they will think of is taking out the trash. The generational pattern of addiction, foster care, and poverty, and unfortunate circumstances ran in my family until it ran into me. Through it all, Maryhurst has remained walking beside me, pouring out encouragement and motivation to me and other Maryhurst alumni. Staff like Lori Cecil has been a consistent encouragement. She has been there to support me from the very start of my higher educational journey. I still receive grace-filled emails and reminders from her to keep pushing forward. Staff like Judy Lambert have made financial investments to help me pursue my education. Just this Christmas, a Maryhurst donor, Jill Jones, contributed to my higher education and then mailed me a box full of gifts for my children, even some things for myself. When you make a gift today, this is the community that you're joining. It's been well over a decade since my stay at Maryhurst, and I'm still receiving the consistent reminder that I am not alone in this world. Maryhurst is still instilling in me that I'm worthy of a suitcase with wheels, not just a minty trash bag. Thank you.